So we've got the brown hooded kingfisher, the giant kingfisher, the half-collared kingfisher, the pied kingfisher, and the malachite. Morning everybody. So today we're going to be going on a boat trip to go and look for the 6 kings of Sibuya. So the 6 kingfishers that we can get to see down here: the giant kingfisher, the pied kingfisher, the African pygmy kingfisher, the malachite, and the half-collared, as well as the brown hooded kingfisher. So we're going to be looking for those kingfishers today. Within the kingfisher species, or when we look at the birds, the pied kingfishers are one of the birds that have got almost like 90% breeding success when it comes to their breeding. So what they normally do, they've got what we call cooperative breeding. So when it comes to cooperative breeding, what happens is that the previous generation of the breeding pair is going to assist when it comes to rearing of their younger siblings with their parents. So what they will normally do when it comes to hunting, they will normally go out and hunt, and then they will come and bring some food and provide the little chicks with some food. So when it comes to breeding success, the pied kingfishers happen to have it. Oh, look at that! That's the half-collared kingfisher. Wow! We've been enjoying the pied kingfishers. Now we've been joined by the half-collared kingfisher. Look at that, such a beautiful bird. Look at that blue right on it. If you look at how a kingfisher is actually designed, it's got that very long bill. So with that bill, it helps them to can dive straight into the water head first. And such a beautiful bird. Look at that. The blue on the half-collared kingfisher. You can see with that black bill with the orange legs. Ah, it's quite incredible. So far, out of the 6 kings of Sibuya, we have found the 2 kings. So we still have 4 kings to find, and I'm looking forward for us to find the 4 other kings of Sibuya. All right, everybody. Wow, we've got another king. So there's a kingfisher right on the other side, a nice, beautiful blue if you look down at the bottom of the kingfisher with some brown on top. So that king right over there is what we call the brown hooded kingfisher. So that's number 3 of the kings of Sibuya, the 6 kings of Sibuya. So what happens with the brown hooded kingfishers, unlike most kingfishers that you normally find close to the water sources like the rivers or the dams, so this one you normally find it more inland. So 90% of its diet consists of things like grasshoppers and locusts, so it will go for insects. But well, it wouldn't say no. If it happens to be close to an area whereby there's water and there's a little bit of some fish, it won't say no to a fish, it will go for a fish. But though the name kingfisher, 90% of his diet is something else other than fish. We've got 3 kings, 3 more kings to go, and the best way to find the other 3 is by a boat. So right now, seems like we've got the 4th member of the 6 kings of Sibuya. So let's try and see if we can reposition the boat nicely and then get to have a nice, beautiful visual of it. So slowly but surely, oh, it just dropped some poo. It's now flying away. Let's see where it's gonna land next, and then we're gonna try and get a little bit closer. Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is one tough king that we've been struggling to find. So that is the giant kingfisher, the Megacyra maxima, also the scientific name. You can tell, just say maxima. So out of the 10 kingfish species that we have in South Africa, that is the largest of the 10 kingfishers. And then out of the 6 kings that we have, is also the largest. So on average, they say it weighs roughly around 350 to 375 grams. It's fairly heavy for a bird. So that's one of the kings and the largest of the king. So he takes the throne when it comes to being the giant. So says the name, giant kingfisher. Ah, look right over there, everybody. We just got another beautiful sighting. Ah, look at that. Another lovely sighting. As we're exploring the pristine estuary, we get to have a beautiful sighting. We get to enjoy the bird life. And right now we just found one of the largest heron species that we actually have in South Africa. So out of all the heron species, this is the largest. So says the name, the Goliath heron. So that's one of the largest of the heron species. On average, it can weigh roughly around 4.5 to 5 kilograms, and when it's standing it's roughly around 1.4 meters tall, and then when it opens up its wings, on average it's roughly around 2.5 meters wide. So that's a very big bird. So you normally find it right next to the shallow waters around the river, around the estuary, hunting for fish. And there it is, right on the other side, and sticks the landing. Right, just a quick recap on the kings that we've already found. So we've got the largest of them all, the giant kingfisher. We've got another one which is black and white, the pied kingfisher. And we've got another beautiful blue one, that is the half-colored kingfisher, and the brown hooded kingfisher. So those are the 4 kings thus far that we've found, and we're still left with 2. We've got the African pygmy and the malachite kingfisher to look for. There's the malachite, the orange bill and the orange leg, almost like similar to the half-colored. There it is, right over there. Beautiful. Number 5 of the 6 kings of Sibuya. So we're only left with one right now, the African pygmy kingfisher. Alright everybody, just a quick wrap up when it comes to the 6 kings of Sibuya. So far we managed to find 5 of them. So we've got the brown hooded kingfisher, the giant kingfisher, the half-collared kingfisher, the pied kingfisher, and the malachite. The one that is missing, unfortunately, is the African pygmy kingfisher, but most of the time we get to see it from September time going onwards. Hopefully we'll be able to find it and you can get to see it.